Okay, this is Coach Nikki Zeigler here back again. This is the final day of the Herpreneur virtual book tour for this 2020 year. It has been amazing. This year has been amazing. I know we've been through the pandemic. I know we have a lot going on, but God mercy still endures forever, and He will never leave us or forsake us. So on this day, I want to bring in another published author. Her name is Kimberly Lynn Richardson. I'm going to bring her in so we can go ahead and talk about this dynamic book. Let's bring her into our. There we go. There she go. Kimberly Lynn Richardson, author Kimberly Lynn Richardson. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and let's talk about the name of this book and what made you write this book.
Okay, I'm Kimberly Lynn Richardson. I'm from a small town called Laurel, Maryland. It's in between Baltimore and DC, Maryland. And the name of my book is The Diva, the Deacon, and Deceit. Yeah, it's a suspenseful, inspirational book with an edgy plot.
In the world.
Yeah, so it has a twist to it and it has an explosive ending that's very unexpected. It's basically about a classy, sassy diva who, after a failed relationship, leaves her hometown of Washington, D.C., and moves to the Big Apple, New York, for a fresh start. However, things start to come crashing down on her, and she actually becomes uh, somebody who's having an anonymous individual who's starting harassment and some threats, and she just can't seem to find out who the person is. In the midst of all that drama, she meets a deacon and at the church that she goes to, and they have a blooming relationship, but she starts to question the authenticity of their relationship because she has trust issues. But through it all, she perseveres through her faith, her fervor. She doesn't compromise her moral standards as a strong woman, and she finds a way to come out on top. But the ending is very unexpected. I will
Mm,
say that, very edgy.
edgy. Okay.
Yes.
What made you write this book? What made you say?
Well, what made me write this book was that I have been an editor for the federal government for years. I've been a member of various book clubs for years. And so that genre is what I'm attracted to. Some of my authors that have been very inspiring to me are Tiffany L. Warren, Kimberly Lawson Roby. And so that's really where I felt my fit was for my genre of writing. So that's what made me write this type of book, a suspense with an inspirational plot.
Okay, I like that. And who was your inspiration? Who are the two ladies that you called out?
Tiffany L. Warren is a
Okay.
best-selling author, and Kimberly Lawson Roby is another best-selling author, and they tend to write those type of inspirational books with suspenseful plots. And so that's the inspiration for my writing this book.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, this is gonna be good. And so, what with all the stuff that you've been through, we were just testifying before we went live. What would you tell your 13-year-old self right now?
I would say don't be afraid to explore your passion, number one. Number two, don't compare yourself to other people. Embrace your own unique self. Don't always follow other people. Choose when to follow others and when to lead and when not to follow others. And embrace your faith. Don't be afraid to embrace your spiritual faith, even if the other peers around you are not embracing that. That's what I would tell my younger self.
This is good. This is so inspirational to me. I love this. Okay, great. So my question to you, what would you tell an inspired author who wants to write a book? How do they get started? What is your advice?
Yes, I would first of all say to uh, find your right genre, what inspires you the most, and gravitate towards writing that. And I would also say plan your marketing agenda, plan your budget, and you know, find out what type of marketing strategy that you can use to promote your book and yourself, and pray on it. Pray that
Mm,
God will lead you to your purpose. Ask Him what is His purpose for your writing this book. What would He have you to express through that book? So, in the midst of promoting yourself, find your right marketing strategy, plan your budget, and pray that your book is in God's will.
mm. Praying that your book is your book in God's will? Oh my God, that was good. That was real.
Yes.
What gave you the confidence to write this book?
Yes, like I said, being an editor for years for the government, also being in book clubs for years, my passion of reading these types of books all gave me the confidence to write a book of my own. And also, wanted to exercise my spiritual beliefs inside of this writing
Yeah,
experience.
I like
All that together gave me the confidence to write this book.
wow. Okay. And so in this time and age, with all this going on with the pandemic, the elections, racism, what would you say to someone to encourage them on today?
Well, I think this actually, within all of that's going on, I think this is the best time to explore your creative passion,
Mm,
because it exudes positivity in the midst of turmoil. I will also say to persevere in your faith and never lose sight that God is in the midst of all of this and will bring you through all of this. When
mm,
you feel yourself getting lost in the negative messages in the media, and the COVID situation, hold the God's unchanging hand and ask Him for the grace and the space to come in the midst of it all, so that you can persevere in times of trouble.
okay. Well, that's all I have on today. Can you tell us where to get this book and can we see the book?
Yes, it's it's here it is, The
Good.
Diva, the Deacon, and DC. It's on Amazon. The paperback and the Kindle version are available for $10. Both are available for $10 on Amazon, paperback and Kindle version.
Hmm. Well, thank you so much. I'm so impressed. I didn't know you were gonna come like this now. You don't care. I'm thinking you about to like. I'm honest. I can be too honest. I thought that you were gonna come in here and talk about how good God is, and I think we're gonna have some church, and with a whole.
All right.
I'm ready for this book. You gotta go send me this book next.
All right. I sure will.
I will do a review on it because I'm interested. I am just so shocked. I was not expecting this, Miss Kimberly.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you're surprised, pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly surprised. And I want to read and see what ended up happening to her. What was her name? What
Her
was
name is Clarice Calhoun.
Carice Calhoun, girl? What ended up happening at the end, Carice? I got to get with Miss Kimberly so she can go and ship that book out to me so I can
All right.
come back and do me a review on this book. Yes. I would
All
love to
right.
review on it. So thank you so much for your time, Miss Kimberly. I'm so glad you joined this tour. It's been amazing talking to you. You have so much wisdom. You have so much wisdom. I see you writing so many other books. Go ahead and get that pen and get the writing because we need to be suspense and it's inspirational at the same time.
Thank you, Coach Nikki. Thank you
You,
for having me.
yes, and I will talk to you very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, I was so shocked. I'm telling you, I thought she was going to come here and talk about, God is good and talk about her story. And she took me a whole different way. I enjoyed this interview with Miss Kimberly. Don't forget to go and support her. And I'm going to get my book. And once I get my book, I'm going to tell you about this book now. So y'all can go and buy it for yourself. Let's support her. That is good. I love books like that. Take care, guys. Have an amazing day. We'll be back for our next interview at 11:30. Take care.